My beloved, I know you have felt loneliness and sadness on many occasions, because you have never stopped fighting for yourself, for your loved ones, for your life. This is the life you have been given to live, and you have no other to choose from. Now, take a moment to reflect on all the good things that the Eternal has allowed you to have: a home, children, family, friends. Even if you don't have any of these now, it's also a sign that the Eternal Father is accompanying you. Because no one knows the circumstances you must go through in this life for your evolution to occur. Only your soul and God know this, my beloved. Perhaps now, in this moment, as we speak of imminent changes on planet Earth and in your life, you may feel weak, exhausted, with tears in your eyes because life has drained you so much that you barely have the energy to continue. You may have lost hope for everything, thinking you are alone and unsupported. That you shouldn't have come into this world just to suffer. This is not true, and I will show you why, because today you receive my message, my warm embrace, and a special sign that I will send to you. But I also want you to know that when you hit rock bottom, your only option is to rise again. You must pray. Pray continuously throughout the day, in every moment, especially during the most difficult times, because the forces of evil seize you and your energy, hindering the entry of light into your life. In those moments, you have only one option: turn to God, to your guardian angel, praying for yourself. He will never leave you alone, and neither will we, my beloved. All souls experience such trials and moods at any moment in their lives because all souls are destined to awaken. If, on the other hand, you see people around you who are not suffering circumstances similar to yours, do not let that discourage you. Everyone has their moment of awakening. It is divine law, and you cannot fight against it, my beloved. And yours, your moment, has been like this, and it is now. No one knows how the awakening of others will happen because each soul awakens in its own unique way, and yours has been like this. For that reason, you must thank God that you are here, living, breathing, hearing this message as a soul opening its eyes to a new dawn, tears filling your eyes. You've often thought you don't like your life, that it's too late to change anything, that no one cares for you, that you resign yourself to not drawing a smile on your face because it's not worth it. It is worth it, because God is your smile, the spring from which you must drink. Christ, in His infinite wisdom, left us this precious teaching just before dying for all souls on the cross and said, "Father, why have you forsaken me?" He felt, as a human being, the sadness you may have felt or are feeling at this moment, the abandonment of the Father. But it's not true, because such thoughts are only brought by the traps of evil forces. Therefore, He also said, "Keep away from me the traps of my mind," referring to the forces of evil. You cannot change the past you have lived, you cannot prevent those things from happening to you, but you can change your present and your future by closely uniting your thoughts with God. Putting Him first means walking with Him, thinking of Him, living in Him, drinking from His inexhaustible water of life, eating from Him, and existing solely in Him. There is no other way to attain happiness than through Him, my beloved. Christ is the link that leads you to the Father through a Christ consciousness. He who gave His life for all humanity, who once said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me." A rotten fruit can ruin an entire harvest that has taken a long time to be gathered. A single feeling of guilt or transgression against God's laws hidden within you can fill you with sadness and bitterness. God not only expects good deeds from you or that you give Him your burdens. He also wants you to give Him your feelings of pain, frustration, and sadness so that He can work in you, in your life, because His greatest joy is to serve you until you achieve enough enlightenment to live in peace all the time, in a state of joyful and complete consciousness, my beloved. Once, Christ asked Saint Jerome for his most valuable possession. Saint Jerome mentioned everything he had already offered: prolonged fasts, long hours of prayer, acts of love, among others. But Jesus was expecting something different, something that Saint Jerome had not considered because he did not know and was not aware. So the Master said to him, "And your sins," referring to sins like guilt, fears, negative feelings that can lead you to live unhappily and feel defeated in life. Jesus asked him, "Why don't you think about giving them to me? That is the burden you must release." The first thing you must understand is that sin does not exist as you were made to believe. There is disobedience, guilt before divine laws. When you feel lost and anxiety envelopes you in darkness, strive more than ever to place your trust in the Lord, following His will step by step through small daily actions, remembering these teachings you receive here for your greater good. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. Focus on living fully in the present, without worrying about what others may think. The only thing that matters, and what depends on you, is fulfilling God's will here and now. The rest belongs to Him. Do not unnecessarily distress yourself. Seek the kingdom of God on earth, in your life, by drawing near to Him in your thoughts, and everything else will be given to you, my beloved. Each day, even when things aren't going well, you can say at least a thank you to God. Even the darkest day has its bright side. It could be a child's smile, the beauty of a landscape, a gesture of tenderness, an unexpected encounter. Do not go to sleep without saying thank you to the Eternal for everything. Not a vague and impersonal thank you, but a specific thank you for something concrete. The more you express gratitude, the more reasons you find to be grateful. Praise opens your heart and eyes to God's wonders. God does not eliminate darkness, He illuminates it. He does not exempt you from struggle, but He gives you everything you need to bravely fight until victory. No matter how dense your darkness or how tough your battles, remember that in Jesus, you already have victory. Trust Him without reservation, and soon you will sing, I see that you have been my help, and I am happy in the shadow of your wings. But it's crucial that you do this in moments of darkness, in times when your soul traverses that desert that the Master already lived and journeyed through. Without faith, you cannot walk this spiritual path and expect everything to go well. Without trust, there is no love, and without love, life is empty, devoid of meaning, because love is God, my beloved. Open your heart without barriers and let the divine love that exists within you flow, no matter how difficult life may seem on the surface right now, regardless of the experiences you are going through. Have absolute trust and faith in God. Hold on to His hands in prayer, praying and praying. Rise above your mental conditions and external circumstances to those realms where everything is light, everything is peace, everything is perfection, to where there is no separation between you and the universe, between you and God, because that is the truth and it is the final journey that leads you home again, to the eternal Father, my beloved. If you ever doubt an action you must take, you should seek guidance from your beloved presence within you, the living God, because He lives in you and in all souls. Do not rush into doing something without His divine guidance, because that's how you've always acted, doing things your own way without putting your thoughts on God. And it hasn't always gone well for you in some things. If you learn that your beloved presence is like a guiding light, like a beacon that shines on the dark nights of your soul, you won't need to rethink many things every day. Always keep in mind where you are heading, and you will not get lost on the path of life or stumble over any stones. That's why it's important to wait until your beloved presence shows you the way to go, without haste, waiting in God, always. It is not a waste of time to remain still and wait on God until you feel it is the right moment. You will save yourself a lot of time, distress, and suffering if, in the end, you do what is right instead of rushing and doing what is wrong, only to backtrack and undo what you have done due to impulsiveness, lack of faith, impatience, listening to the voices of your ego rather than your heart, which is the one that guides you. Acting in such a way only wastes time on the journey, energy, and effort for nothing, leading to disappointments and falling into continuous frustrations, as always happens to you. Imminent change is coming to your life today, so you understand that He has always listened to you, always listens to you, and that you should not falter because circumstances are difficult. The imminent changes ahead will make you reconsider many things. But you, my beloved, will face these changes hand in hand, united in thought, word, and deed with Christ, with God, to enter the new reality that God and the angels are building for all awake humanity. No one can do more for you than you can do for yourself. The time has come to release your chains of pain and suffering and to walk hand in hand with me toward that new world that is about to manifest in your life, leaving behind all the suffering, the pain of living in this dimension of anguish and illness when traversing without understanding and without certainty that God has not abandoned you, that every day you open your eyes to a new day because that is His purpose. You must choose to do it, and then you must do it. Living serves no purpose if you know what you must do but remain still, expecting others to solve everything for you. Do not allow anything from the outside to depress you, cause you distress or suffering, to take you out of your center and make you lose balance. Look for that glorious golden edge behind every dark cloud, because every cloud disappears. It is not permanent unless you choose to live in the darkness, observing the dark, the dense, and focus on the light until there is no trace left of the dark cloud that has been with you at every step for years. Trust in Him without reservations, with faith and hope, for those imminent changes coming into your life that will allow you to see miracles in it. Soon you will sing, I see that you have been my help, that you have taken me by the hand, and I am happy in the shadow of your wings, Father, because where you are, no evil can harm me. But it is important to do this in moments of darkness, in times when your soul crosses that desert that all souls must traverse, a journey already lived and traveled by Master Jesus. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.